Hello everyone, we are Karoll, Marín and Tatiana Vargas. We are students of the Foreign Language Program, and today we would like to present our bachelor's thesis named The Implementation of Ludic Approaches in the Teaching of a Second Language to Children with Oncological Illnesses. This project was carried out along with the Foundation Héroes y Valientes, which aims to provide support not only to children with cancer, but also to their mothers, in order to overcome this painful and stressful situation. That being said, we need to consider that when a child is in the middle of an oncological treatment, they cannot attend school as other children normally do. For that reason, this foundation created spaces in which those children can go and keep on their learning process, because the idea is not to unschool them, but to keep preparing them until they are able to return to their schools again. To accomplish this, different spaces have been adapted for them, such as the reading corner, the music room, and also the bedrooms have different thematics that make more pleasant their stay in the foundation. All things considered, this project was developed with children between 7 to 14 years old with the intention of teaching English in a more ludic way that would serve as a method for pain relief. For that reason, as a general objective, we have to integrate the learning of English through ludic activities as a method of pain relief and stimulation for patients with pediatric cancer. And our more specific objectives are to create an environment that facilitates the learning of a second language through playful and meaningful activities for children with oncologic illnesses. And lastly, to acknowledge the importance of ludic activities at the end of a 10-week intervention, considering the data collected throughout the process of it.
As for the methodology, we took into consideration the ludic and meaningful activities, which were the main focus on the creation of the intervention, as ludic motivates and engages the participation of the children in a more natural and playful scenario and way. Now, in order to accomplish the already stated objectives, we decided to follow an inductive method in which we use teacher diaries and questionnaires to gather the important information to design the intervention. It is important to highlight that each theme includes ludic and meaningful topics for the children to explore and learn the English language. The themes that we decided to use were first day impressions, the role of the music to improve someone's mood, art as a way of expressing feelings, and lastly, literature as means of creativity. It is important also to highlight the fact that each one of these themes, except for the first one, were planned to last 3 weeks each and two classes per week. Now for the results, and considering the situation in which our social practice was developed, our intervention was subjected to different setbacks that made impossible its completion. Our intervention lasted only 6 weeks, in which only 2 students remained with us until they did not come anymore. Regarding the use of a ludic methodology, it was very noticeable the interest and engagement that the children had with the topics in class, as we were able to acknowledge that they were really participative and they have a willingness to learn despite their conditions, their medical condition. Nevertheless, 2 of the children, which I already mentioned, show great interest in the learning of the English language, as they often had different questions and doubts regarding certain words. During the development of the class, the activities used provide the possibility to learn English in a more playful way, as they provided the children with the opportunities and with the tools to develop the English in a more ludic manner. As teachers, we were really willing to provide the students with meaningful interaction that helped them to learn the language and to put into practice what was already learned in class. They used to practice a lot, and they come to class to say to us what they have learned, which was really active in our view, as they really asked questions about vocabulary, about pronunciation, and about the structures. Another positive outcome was the acceptance and interest shown regarding the themes and topics that we selected to use for them in the classes, as they really captivated their attention and they were really attentive towards which topic we were going to take into consideration that day of the class. Finally, the students expressed on the questionnaire that they really like the methodology that we use. They said that it was really easy to learn the language because it was really fun.
To conclude with this project, and considering the pandemic situation, it was difficult to create bonds with our students since the virtuality didn't allow it. However, as the setbacks were expected to happen, it was noticeable the students' motivation and participation towards the classes until it was possible for them, of course, especially from the ones who received classes from the hospital or from the ones who were in classes with their IV lines. Due to that, we were able to acknowledge that the importance that emotions have, since their performance was attached to them. Finally, and as a recommendation, we want to invite you to keep on studying this ludic method, especially at the moment of teaching English or a second language to children with oncological illnesses, since even though this is not the solution of any issue, it is a great helper to relieve pain. This is all about our project. Thank you very much for your attention and for being part of this journey. If you want to read the complete document, do not forget to scan our QR code to have access to it. Thank you.